Dr. Rita Jarrett just for a minute, please unmute yourself. I want to special thanks to Dr. Rita Jarrett please, ma'am. Anka has joined somewhere later. I will just again introduce Rita, ma'am, once again, ma'am. Dr. Rita Jarrett is IFBB Figure Pro athlete, IFBB Pro League international judge, writer and columnist, founder Jarrett Fitness, Bharatnatyam dancer, World Peace Ambassador, Treasurer Delhi Gym Association, listed on Forbes Women's Day 2020. Ma'am, what is the aura actually you had visited across world, national, international? What is the one tip you will give to human being to keep going and just going to their goals? Because you are a sportsman also, and we have seen on you on many fitness events you are a judge actually, and all things are very inspiring. You are a hard worker actually. You do lot of exercises also, so people can speak, but when we practical want to do a thing, it needs a lot of strength. So how do, what is the combination you get so much of strength, emotional strongness, physical strongness? As a woman, I think the things are very typical. For men it is typical. What is the tip actually? What is all these combinations inspire you to do a lot of things? Please share, man, some insights. And
Uh,
you are with us from 2:45. It is a humble request to you to be here. And your son can also join right now to have a 2 minutes introduction to the forum also. And if he wants to sing a song, it is most welcome. No problems to us. Yeah,
uh,
what are the insights actually for the strength part?
well,
Because Anka,
yes.
yeah,
Yes.
I think, Jitendra ji, I think I have the answer already. The smile, the beautiful smile which she answered. When was your question, what is your answer? Her answer came. The beauty smile is always showing you and is giving you the power to overcome any situation. You know, when you are grounded and all this, you are also even afraid to speak to someone. But when you see a person smiling and looking at you and, you know, having such a sweet not speaking about beauty, I'm speaking about emanating all the kindness and everything. You cannot be rude, and this is a way to solve any solution and to find a solution for everything. I believe so. So now I will allow you to answer, but I believe I got my answer from the first smile which I've seen it in front of my camera.
Absolutely. I loved what you said because, it is something that you can perceive in the aura. So you actually said it for me, and thank you so much for that. And I would like to, talk about a little because you connected it to being a sports person. I was always into fitness activities. But a little brief, story about me. My son is an autistic child, and when he was already 15 years old, it was then that he wanted to go to the gym, and I took him to the gym and I started strength training, and then eventually went on to be a bodybuilder, and I got my pro card when I was already 50 years old. So generally the athletes shelf life is very short, and people retire is somewhere in their 30s. So I was really an odd person out like that. Now when it comes to strength training, especially the physical strength part, women, there is a socio-cultural, there's a perception that women are not strong. So they've been constantly being told that, and that's kind of a socio-cultural conditioning that comes along with that. So when technically also, when a woman goes for the first time to the gym and she applies herself, the initial gains in strength is very, very high. And it actually then she doesn't go on to become a bodybuilder like Arnold or Ronnie Coleman, because there's a limiting factor of testosterone. So that even technically applies that you have actually got the strength so much deep within yourself, and you have just not applied it. So when the situation arises, as it arose in my life, when my son, I had a very challenging journey with a special child, as you would know. He's already 32 years old now, and I decided to go with the flow and live with him. So I kind of did my education all over again, my sporting journey all over again along with him. And we were like friends, and we lived together, and I accepted what I had, and today we are more like friends. and with all the challenges that he has, we like to kind of go along and go with the flow and surrender before God. So when there is a combination of going with the flow, then when you take one step, as you know, that God will help you to move 1,000 steps further. And sometimes most of the times actually, we do not realize our potentials. We have so much within us. And in my life, because I did so many things much later in my life, and there is so much so much of time, prime years of my young age, which I lost. I feel that your life, the presence of life is very precious, and so you must explore your potentials and explore new horizons and widen them. So that is living life to the fullest. So when you just want to go on to the next level, when it's physical strength, it's the next homeostatic level that you're going to. And when it's physical strength, you're considering progressive overload and supercompensation principles. When that is when it comes to physical fitness. That's the same thing manifests itself in you mentally, spiritually, and psychologically. So you just got to enjoy what you have and respect the presence of life, and the strength magnifies on its own.
As you said that you had to go, and we have to we have to go with the flow. Indeed, we have to go with the flow, but we need also that to have the willing in ourselves, because sometimes, like you said, I had no option that to go through all this for my son. You did it because that's a mother who's doing for her son, but you had a willing, and you have to, it's not that you have to prove to anyone, because we